Hello student. In this video we are going to see the 11th standard HSC board, the very first chapter from the part 1, that is angle and its measurement. Okay? Angle you have already seen in your previous standard, like in 9th and 10th standard, because angle is related in every trigonometric theory or trigonometric functions. Like, so angle we have already seen, like 0 angle, 30 degree angle, 40 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree, 180 degree, till 360 that we have seen so many angles. Okay? First we'll write the name of the heading of the chapter. Standard 11 Science Part 1 Chapter 1 Angle and Measurement. Okay. As I told you, angle you have already seen. Even you have seen negative angle as well as positive angle, right? So in this chapter we are seeing the measurement of that angle also. Okay, measurement also you have done by different way. We can calculate the angles and their measurement. But what is the meaning of angle? How that angle form? How that angle can be created? Or if we have only one line, can we make or can we find out angle of that straight line also? Okay, so let's see what is the definition of angle. First of all, we'll see the definition of angle. What is the angle? Angle is formed by intersection of two lines. Correct? Because if two lines does not intersect, then it could not be that angle could not be created, right? So suppose this is the line. Okay, this is called initial ray. Initial arm or initial ray you can call it. Okay, this is initial ray. And if I intersect like this, so here we form an angle. Okay, so this is called terminal ray. Terminal. So when initial ray and terminal ray are intersect, that intersecting point form an angle. That is known as angle. Okay? Well, that angle we have denoted by theta. So what kind of angle we know? Or how many different types of angle we know? There are different types of angle, like 0 angle, straight line angle, and in your previous standard or in your 10th standard you have already seen acute angle, obtuse angle, and right angle, right? So when you have right angle means the angle or the triangle whose angle is 90 degree is known as right angle, right? The second thing, obtuse angle. What is the obtuse angle? The angle whose angle or that measurement is more than 90 degree, it is known as obtuse angle. And the next one is acute angle, the angle whose measurement is less than 90 degree is known as acute angle. Okay, so acute angle you have seen, obtuse angle you have seen, and right angle you have seen, right? These are the basic angle you have already seen, because that we are useful in the trigonometric functions also. Okay. Now angle ka definition also we have seen, and how that angle form, that also we have seen. Now angle ka we have different version, right? If you suppose you have 30 degree. Suppose you have any angle 30 degree. Okay. Now my question is it the only way to represent any angle? Is it the only way to represent any angle? Like 30, when you write this, that power 0, that is the sign of degree. So theta we have degree. So is it like that you can generate or you can write the angle in the degrees only? Is there any another way to write the angle? Yes, there is one more way to write the angle. So another way is, first way you know it is degree. Any angle you have already seen in degree, and another way is in radian. Okay, degrees and radian. Now what is the radian here? Radian means the angle which is expressed in terms of pi is known as radian, right? So this 30 degree is in degree and radian is in radian, like this degree ka power, when you write degree sign 0, radian ka power is c, like this c, right? Or pi c, like this. Okay, but can we write degrees into radian and radian into degrees? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. We can convert any degree angle into radian and any radian angle into degrees. So how to do that? That we are going to see later. But first of all, we have to see the different types of angle that we have to study in this 11th standard. Okay, na? So let's see what are the types of angle we have here. The first angle, zero angle, right? First angle is zero angle. Now what is this zero angle? From the word only or from the name of that angle only, we can tell what is the zero angle. Zero angle means whose measurement is 0 degree is known as zero angle. But when we can get zero angle? See, like this. This is your initial ray and this is your terminal ray. When you down this terminal ray, like here, 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 till here, then on this initial ray. So when terminal ray and initial ray are on the same line or they are parallel, right? They are coinciding with each other. At that time, we will get angle 0. That is known as zero angle. Okay, na? Then next type of angle is straight angle. Okay. Second angle is straight angle. Okay, straight angle is also known as 180 degree angle. Now, what is this straight angle? See, suppose you have an initial ray like this, okay, and this is your terminal R. If I turn that on the left side, this initial ray, if I turn to the left side, here it will get 90 degree, here it will extend, and here somewhere you are getting straight line. So straight line matlab till here it is 90, again it is 90, so it becomes 180 degree. So straight angle means the straight line where initial ray and terminal ray are coinciding at this point, that is known as straight angle. Straight angle is always 180 degree. Okay, straight angle is always 180 degree. Now next is whole angle, number 3. Now what is this whole angle? Whole angle means the whole angle from 0 to again that point, that is 360 degree. Correct? Like this. Suppose you start to count your angle from here, 0, then 90, 180, 270 to 360. Again you are getting 360 degrees, nothing but 0 degree. That is called whole angle. Whole angle means complete angle. Okay? The next. Okay, so these are the angles we have. Okay? Baki according to our example, we will go one by one. Then next thing we have to see the quadrants. You know this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay? X-axis and y-axis. We know from here it is zero angle here, then here it is 90, then 180, then 270 and 360 degree. Okay? So 0 degree and 360 degree are same because 0 and 360 are lying at the same point. You are getting that angle at the same line, so they are always same. Okay? Now the next thing that we have to see in this, that how we can convert any degrees into radian and radian into degrees. First we will see degrees into radian. Degrees in radian. Degrees in radian. See, when you have any angle given in degrees and they ask you to convert or write the angle into radian, then how to do that? Suppose you have any angle theta equal to 60 degree and they ask you to write the angle 60 into radian. So how to do that? Just multiply that 60 with pi by 180. Okay, we know pi is also 180 degrees, right? So 60 will divide to 180, you will get 3, so you will get pi by 3 and by your C for that radian. Okay, this is how you can convert any degrees into radian. Now second thing is radian into degrees. Radian into degrees. Okay, so radian suppose you have pi by 6. Okay, theta you have pi by 6 and you have to convert that into degrees. So how to do that? Just multiply that pi by 6 with 180 upon pi, like this. Okay, so pi by will get cancelled. So what you will get, 6 will divide to 180, you will get 30. Right? So pi by 6 is 30 degrees. So this is how you can convert any degrees to radian and radian to degrees. Okay? Have you understood this? So what we have started from this chapter? First we have started with angle. What is the angle? What is the definition of angle that we have seen? Then we have seen the different types of angle we have to see in this chapter. That is how that one angle can be right in the two different versions. One is in degrees and another is in radian. Then third we have seen the different types of angle that we have to study. First we have seen the basic angle, that is acute angle, obtuse angle and right angle, that you already studied in your previous school standard. Then next three types of angle we have seen: zero angle, straight angle and whole angle. Okay. Then we have seen the quadrants, how we can represent the different angle into quadrants. Okay. We know this is your first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay. If you start to count the angle from this anti-clockwise, you will get your all the angles positive, right? But if you start to count the angle from here, you will get your angles negative. So if you go clockwise, your angle will be negative. If you go anti-clockwise, your angle will be positive, because we are going like first quadrant is positive, second x positive, x negative, y positive, like in that way we are getting. If you go or if you count the angle anti-clockwise, your angle will be positive, and if you go clockwise, your angle will be negative. Okay. The next thing we have seen that how we can convert degrees into radian and radian into degrees. If you want to convert degrees into radian, you will multiply it by pi by 180, and when you are converting radian to degree, you will multiply the given angle with 180 by pi. Right? So this is how you can convert any angle into radian, any radian into degrees. Okay? So we have a few more concepts in this chapter, but that we'll see in the second video, next video of this chapter. Till then, you will do the practice or learn the types of different angle, how to convert the angle degree and radian. Just go through all these concepts that we have seen in this first video. Okay? Okay. Thank you.